Hello, my friends. This is Baal Kadmon, and I'd like to thank you for watching this podcast. Today I will be discussing a theory that I have regarding three words found in the PGM, more specifically the Stele of Jeu. This was based on a discussion I had with Alison Chicosky of PracticalOccult.com a few months ago. I want to thank her for reminding me of this conversation. You have her to thank for this podcast. Before I go on, I just want to let a friend of mine know that I am still working on his PGM request. It will take some time because it's a long text, but I have not forgotten you. As you may know, I released a video several months ago on the Stele of Jeu, more specifically regarding the names contained in it. Over the months since I released it, I've been talking about it with Alison, and we were focusing on three words. First, I will read the entire passage and then pick out those words. Aoth, Avaoth, Vasum, Isak, Savaoth, Iao. The three words are Aoth, Avaoth, and Savaoth. I would like to note that I am using the Koine pronunciation of the letter Veta, so you will hear it as a V sound and not a B sound. I became obsessed with those three words, and it's something that happens to me quite often when I'm doing studies in different languages that I'm somewhat proficient in, at least academically. I knew that Savaot was from the Hebrew Svaot, which means hosts. In the Old Testament, we often see the four-letter name of God, Yud-He Vav-He, or Yehovah, and when you see Savaot, you often see them together, so you have Yehovah Savaot. In Aramaic, I guess you could say Yehovah as Yehovah Savaoth. So it's very similar to the PGM Iao Savaoth. Iao is most likely the four-letter name of God. So it came to me, maybe these three words are a formula of some sort of structured like abracadabra, or in the Talmud against a particular demon of blindness named Shavrireh, in which you have the name appearing in an inverted triangle. And the reason why it's inverted is that with every layer, one letter is dropped in order to decrease the power of the illness that they're trying to cure with that particular amulet. So abracadabra is mostly used for healing, and when you see it in this structure, as it descends, the illness is going away. Shavrireh, the same thing with the demon of blindness. It's the same structure. So I decided to render the term Savaot in Hebrew to see, because clearly Savaot in PGM and Savaot in the Old Testament are the same word. So I decided to render it in Hebrew, and I also rendered it in Greek letters and placed them side by side. And in each case, you can see that a letter or two are being added as you move up. And in this case, there's only three words, but if you notice, each word is part of the other word. So I was thinking, you know what, maybe this is what that is. Maybe this is a triangular type of formula, but not inverted, but the opposite way around. So I was thinking, if this is true, I need to find something to corroborate this, that in fact those three words are even related. So I looked around for a very, very long time. Literally, I took like the whole day. I was like, I can't be the only one who sees the connection here. I came across a text called Abraxas by Reinhold Merkelbach and Maria Totti, in which they state that Aoth definitely, but probably also Avaoth, are shorter forms of Savaoth. When I read that, I was ecstatic because I realized, wait, I'm actually on the right track here. So although this passage has all three words together, they are scattered throughout the PGM. So I'm thinking with some degree of certainty, we can now know that Aoth and Avaoth are in fact related to Savaoth, in fact that they're just a shorter version of that word. Again, I could be wrong here, but it looks like that's where this is going. So in my estimation, it was used in this passage as a formula, but adding a letter with each word signifying intensity or growth of Savaot. Whereas with abracadabra and chavrire, it is to diminish the power. So anyway, that is my 2 cents here. I do hope you enjoyed this podcast. I will speak to you soon. So mote it be.